Wow, wow, wow. Holy moly. That was violent wind. So yeah, the inner goes up first. Which is not ideal. So at the back, it's the back of the tent. This is the front. Okay. Okay, let's get the poles in quickly. Oops. Oh, my tent's getting wet. Okay. Whew. Whoa. Okay. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This tent is a lot easier to set up, probably when there's two of you. Could do with this rain stopping. Whew. Probably do all this afterwards, but let's get it clipped on. At least I've got a towel with me to dry it off. Okay. Right, let's get the the back. Oh, every time I forget this. Right, looking for toggles. There's one. think I've got this the wrong way around again. Okay, at least it's covered. Oh man, this is such a difficult tent to work out, honestly. So many components. Okay, I've got it right. How are we looking? Something doesn't seem right. Oh, wrong toggle. Idiot. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. It's just a very slow process. Okay, finally. Hey, at least it's covered now. But obviously you don't want water pooling on the top. But it is covered, which is good. Right, and then this pole goes in this sleeve. I've set this tent up, and I have to say it is getting easier, even if I'm making it look very difficult. Oh man. You're getting wet shoes, Bruce. Wet shoes. I think we're getting there. A lot of wind. Hoping I don't have to guy this out. Oh man. Okay. Whew. It's all fun and games. Right, I can adjust everything later. Right now the goal is just getting it in the dry. It's all clipped in. It's not looking bad. Okay, next up, seal the insides. Okay, got that open. Right, I just need to seal the inside. Oh. Velcro tabs, very important in all the corners, in case the wind does come. But yeah, mainly it's just going to be rain. Oh. Okay, I wonder what the damage is inside. Is it wet? Tiny bit, okay. So I'm gonna have to towel the floor off before going in there anyway. My old friends, the sandflies, are back. Look at the palace, it's huge. Okay, I need to get next, put the car in the right place, and then set my tarp up. And I don't know what configuration I'm doing there, but I'll work it out. Let's see if that's enough or too much. Actually, you know what? That is perfect. That's just the right amount. Okay. It's raining, isn't it, Brucey, eh? Raining a lot. Okay, let's get this tarp set up. Yeah, I don't know how high these are, but these are the Elephant Lock Pro extended poles, really long. Right, so this is going to be a bit tricky, so I've got to work out how to do this. Oh, I'm getting hot. Right, 4x3 tarp. So I'm going to need the long end. This is my Flames Creed tarp. It's an ultralight backpacking tarp. It's not really the sort of thing that you would necessarily bring on one of these sort of trips. Okay, so I'm going to need to hook. Oh, I hope it's long enough. Yeah, right. Let me hook some of my carabiners onto the end. My cordage. So what I've done is basically got this cord, paracord, got my clips, the clips on there. They're threaded through these lock clips. I've threaded another loop around here with the carabiner on, and then there's just a carabiner on the other end, and you just pull these tight, and that's it. Nothing to it. Just got to get your ends the right way around. Okay, so best bet is, and I've got these huge sand spikes. Look at these beasts. Look at that. Now I could attach this to the car instead, but these will work better. Oh yeah. See, and then you just pull them tight. Like so. Done. Wow, that worked. There you are. Good boy. Right, stay over here, please. Don't want you running off when there are other people around. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's open this other door. Oh, I can't believe the amount of water that's fallen already. I didn't think it was raining that hard. Yuck. So this is why I bought a tarp, because of this silly design. There's no lip. So the water on the doors just comes pouring off. And there's nothing you can do about it. Even with the tarp up, I think it's still going to do it. Maybe not. Maybe with the tarp I'll be okay. Right, so let's get at least one spike in. Let's see what we're talking about distance-wise. So I know you can't see him, but he's in the tent, in the vestibule. Okay, I need to move this slightly. Got it too far this side. Yep, hold on. Right, how much do I need that to go? A couple of feet. That's about right. Okay, that's better. I'll tell you what, I haven't got a lot of room to play with here. But it is enough. Right, so the point of the poles I don't actually have to have them, but I think it would be easier. Hi, Brucey. What you doing? Hey? Yeah, because I do want this to be actually higher. So like up there. Yeah, like that. That'll work. Okay, and then once the other one's up, it should be golden. Hey Brucey, you're staying nearby. Good boy. Okay. And I actually have a third if I have to put a third one in, which I might have to. Because that's just gonna soak it, isn't it? Oh, do I put a third one in? Yeah, I think it needs a third one. Stay, Bruce. He can hear people. Right, what I'll do is I will lower the two side ones and put this one at max height. That'll work. All right. Everywhere. Bruce, stay here. How can this ground be so rocky? All right. I think we're getting there. Hopefully, I like this setup. Oh, I think these are 8 foot. Okay. The thing is, I just might not have the angle right on these. Oh, I haven't locked it. That's why. Oh no. Yeah. Too much pressure on it. Right, start again. I'll tell you what happened there. Eggs in the right place. Oh. It's when you're trying to make it perfect, it's a lot harder than it looks. What happened there was the tarp just fell off the back of the car. My fault, because I didn't have the pegs far enough forward. Oh, come on, let's do it this time. What a nightmare. I can hear those other people are leaving. Yay. Oh my God, where am I? What am I doing? Okay, I've got the same problem I had before. Done this one up too much. Well, it's the first time I've really done it like this, so it's to be expected. Shouldn't be so hard on myself. It's just whatever works. Okay, what happened here? Oh, total collapse. Yeah. Good one. Makes you wonder how this would hold up in high wind. Not very well at all, I'm guessing. Oh, it's going to go again, look. Come on, stay. Okay, that's better. I just over-tightened to the other one. That was the problem. Mustn't do that again. Yep. This is going to be better. So the beauty of using these carabiners and stuff is you just do that. Nothing to it. See? Just need the outside of the door. I think that might work. Okay, without overdoing it again. Okay, I think we're laughing. Yeah, that's working. Awesome. Look at that. I mean, I could... No, actually, I think that's good. I think we're good. We've got no wind coming. This is a very sheltered spot. Apart from the inconvenience of having a pole right here, it's not that big a deal. Right, so the difference now is no water. Oh, great. No water is getting on this vestibule. So let me just get rid of any that's there now. So then I don't have a problem with it later. Okay, we're good. That's worked really well. And now I can get rid of the rainproof layer. Oh, yeah. So all the water from the tarp is flowing that way, and any on the tent just comes off as normal. I'm hoping it'll hit here and flow down. It won't come in. So 4 by 3 meter tarp. I don't need to sit out here. I'm going to be sitting there, but I wanted the tarp covering over where the car is so I could do some cooking on the back there, and just have a bit of cover, keep the rain off the vestibule. Just an added bit of security there. Right, let me bring all the gear in, and come back to you. Oh. Okay, I've got a few things that are a bit different now. So I brought a pad with me, like a mat, floor mat for out here. Luxury. Luxury, Brucey. Right, the reason for that is just that we're on a high spot here, but if the water does flow in or under, then it's nice and dry here. The floor is wet, so I've got to dry that off first. You stay out, Bruce, because you're wet too. Stay there. I wish there was a way to put this tent up. Wow, the amount of sandflies in here. It's got to be 100 sandflies in here. Luckily they don't bite in here. Get the Thermacell on, get rid of them. If only they would build these tents so that you could set them up in the rain properly without it getting wet, but that wasn't a big deal because it actually wasn't that wet. Okay. It's my bed. So he will get excited. Let me just see if you can see him. Yeah, okay. So the second I mention his EED and blanket, he's going to get very excited. You watch. Because then he knows it's official. You know, it's started. We are camping. Right, I've got a gas canister for some heating for my buddy heater. Probably need that later because I'm not going to have a fire in the pouring rain. Oh, there's Bruce's dog bowl. Want some water? Hold on. He's got to drink from the bottle. No. Why? Why? Is there an expert out there that actually knows why they have to drink from the water flowing? And when I say expert, I mean a trained vet. Right, all my bits and bobs and my Thermacell. So let's get the Thermacell on straight away. Yes, Brucey. That's right, we're going to get the Thermacell on straight away. So the Thermacell is a mosquito repellent. So you push with the Thermacell, you push one pad out, push the other one in. And then you turn it on and you press the igniter button. You're looking for a flame. There you go, the flame is lit. So that will start smoking soon and we'll get rid of all of these sandflies. There won't be one in here once I've got that going. Okay. Oh, that's a long drop. Right. Got my heater. I'll keep us warm later, Brucey. Trust me. Got my quilt. Got my circulation fan. to move the air around. It's also a light. Got my cooker, which I could probably leave in the car actually. My camp table. Now you see, you can probably see in the camera, the rain is just coming in, just in front of the camera there. But way better than it would be. And here, over here, it's completely dry and there's no pooling, which is great. It's all just falling straight off the sides. Okay, and then I've got Brucey's bed and Brucey's blanket. That's his bed. And Brucey's dog blanket. It's now covered in slobber. Now somewhere I've got his microfiber towel. Yep, his this is by 4 Monster, this towel. It's exceptionally good. I can hear people on the walking track nearby. So we'll just dry him off and then let him go and lie on his bed. Oh, is that better? Is that better? Yeah, good boy. Don't want wet feet in there, do we? And I haven't put the blanket down yet. Okay, right, let me get the blanket put down. Wait there a sec. So I've got clips set up everywhere. Right, let me put the blanket down first. So you stay there, Brucey. It's not hot yet. It's getting there though. And I definitely need the Thermacell. Hang on, Bruce. Someone commented, why don't you just bring a rug? Wait, Bruce, wait. Why don't you just bring a rug? Because I haven't got one that is suitable. And everything needs to be multi-function when you go camping. If it only does one thing and that's it. Well, a blanket, you can put the blanket on. If you get cold at night, you can just take the blanket off the floor and put it on you. I don't think a rug would be very comfy. All right, Brucey, you can go on your bed now. Hang on. Wait. Wait, remove it, wait. Okay. That's what you've been waiting for, isn't it? It's all part of the routine. Okay, got the cot. This is this Coleman Big Sky Deluxe cot. I'll tell you right now, I forgot my pillow, which was a bit stupid, but never mind. I'll make one. Ooh, what was that? Something just went twang. Oh, what's this? Oh, I'm chattering away here. Okay. Yeah, so I've got my quilt. I might end up actually sleeping that way. Oh, I haven't put my blooming mattress down. Oh, twit. Okay, there you go. So, yeah, I will end up sleeping that way because that's up a bit there. So at night I'll move it away from the walls of the tent because it will get moist. Sure of it. We're right by a stream. Condensation's bound to get bad. Chair. Oh, I need to sit down. need to sit down, Brucey. Hey, thank you. Oh. Come half on your mat so I can put my feet up. Oh. Oh, that is perfect. Wow, I got there in the end. You see, I'm in my happy place with my happy tent. Yes. So let me give you a rundown of what's going on, because I had to rush all that because, as you can hear, it's getting heavier. So we are in a lovely spot, no mobile signal again, by a river. This spot is where I tested the blue tent, the Napier SUV tent that was just a bathtub basically, it just leaked like a sieve. I'm just in a different area of the paddock. I'm on high ground, water will flow away if it rains, flow that way, so I'm not worried about that. We've got about 30 mil of rain coming today and tonight, and that's it, and then tomorrow should be clear. Got some great food to cook. The tent is the North Face Wawona 6, superb tent. Well ventilated, yeah, everything. I get a lot of questions with this work in the snow. Probably not, because the vestibule doesn't have a ridge running down the center, and it will just, snow will settle on that. So if it's light snow, I'd say no more than an inch, then you should be okay. I mean, you'll be knocking snow off constantly, and it'll pour straight in where the doors are. So you'll just have snow everywhere. The vestibule is very high as well. It's like 5 inches off the ground, 6 inches off the ground. Snow will come in under there as well. Plus it's got mesh, so much mesh. It's not made for the snow. No, I don't think so. It would stick to the back here, it would push in. No. It could handle an emergency snow flurry, yes. But for deliberately going out and camping in snow, no, because you just can't predict it. Also, the forecast might say, oh, it's only going to be 2 centimeters of snow, and then you end up with 5 inches of snow. And believe me, you'd be in serious trouble if that happened. Yeah, it would bow a lot. It might collapse. The vestibule definitely couldn't take it. So, in answer to that question, no, I wouldn't recommend this for the snow at all. Get a proper North Face base camp tent designed for snow. Be a lot heavier than this, but yeah, built for it. God, the sandflies up here, unbelievable. This Thermacell hasn't started smoking yet. Oh, here it goes, it is smoking. Let me bring it in. Oh yeah, let me put it on my bed here, right next to me. Yeah, that's smoking away nicely. And that should push them all out. It doesn't kill them, it's a deterrent. So it's not like permethrin or something. Yeah, so gear-wise, yep, North Face. I've got the mat out there, I've got my tent, my everything else is pretty much the same. I've got all his stuff as usual. Got my big box of tricks for cooking and everything else. I've got here quite early. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to relax. I feel like a cup of coffee, and it is very early. It's just lunchtime now. So what I'll probably do is have a cup of coffee and come back to you later. Whew. Right. Well, I actually forgot the coolest thing, which is I've got a fridge with me. First time I've ever had a fridge, car fridge. So, you know what? I don't want a coffee. I want a beer. Oh, nice cold beer. So this fridge is called Brass Monkey, and the brand is Brass Monkey. It's got an app. And on the app, you can change all the settings so that you can, with Bluetooth, I can control it from here, change the temperature up or down, set it to freezer, fridge, both. Very, very cool. And you've got a control function on the top. So I'm running this off my battery bank, my inverter, my i4 way, which is quite a beast. And I've got that plugged into the 12 volt because I figure better to plug it into the 12 volt than the 240 volt. It can run on both. It's got both sockets. Pretty flexible. Yeah. It's a beer, I think, from my refrigerator. So yeah, it does both fridge and freezer. These sandflies are persistent, but they're not coming anywhere near me. I've got a feeling this is all just going straight out of the mesh. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it freaks them out. So we need to fill that whole upper area with this stuff. It almost needs a hook on it, like that. It's hot, this thing. Burn a hole in your pocket. What you need to do is, as long as it doesn't fall in the pocket, it's fine, because the heat doesn't come out the back. So what we're having is an Apollo Hazy IPA. 6% alcohol. From my home area, Marlborough, in New Zealand, which is where I am. People always ask. And yes, I've got food in here. Yep, lots. That was predictable, wasn't it? Got food in here. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's so good. That's so tasty. Yeah, all my food is in here. Look, if a bear comes along, I'll just punch him on the nose. You know, bears don't mess with me. So I'm not afraid of bears coming in here at all. Come and have a go at my food if they want to, or maybe a cougar or a wolf. Not scared of them. They can come in if they want. Not really, everybody. I'm sure some of you are ferociously typing comments. In New Zealand, and I have to say this every single time, because it appears that a lot of people have no idea about New Zealand, especially in the States, which is understandable. This is a tiny place. In New Zealand, we have no predators. Nothing. No bears, no coyotes, no wolves, no mountain lions of any type, no snakes, not a single snake in New Zealand. No dangerous spiders. Some might call it boring, but yeah, nothing deadly. The only thing that might want to come and get your food is maybe a possum. And Bruce would get the possum first. So not worried about that. Very good beer. Now he's got a treat. But it's a bit too early for it. So it is early. It's only barely lunchtime. I'm just going to relax with my beer, listen to the rain. Come back later. I'm getting a bit of pooling, so just a bit of maintenance required here. I think what I need to do is, I don't know if it's the center one. Oh yeah. Okay. That's the beauty of this setup with these cords like this, is very easy to just tighten them like so. I think that should do it. How's that look? Just got to keep checking to see if it's pooling. He's loving going under the car. Now he does this at home as well. He goes and lies under the car in the shade. Lots of room for him there. But I think it's time for him to have his treat. Do you want your treat? You have to come around here. So I've got to get to it. Okay, stay there. Wait. Special treat for Brucey. Not allowed to eat this in tent. This is a lovely veal bone for Brucey. Now I don't want him to have this in the tent. I want him to have it over there in the grass because it's going to stink otherwise. Gentle. Good boy. Good boy. And there you go. There you have it. Let me move Bruce Cam so you can see him. How's that? He's getting right into it. So yeah, that's a veal bone. He's gonna love that. That's gonna keep him occupied for a long time. I think he was getting a bit bored just then. So, car camping advantages. You can use the big heater, the big cooker. Jed's beanbags. If you're wondering where His Royal Highness is, he hasn't budged. He is still under the car. Having his bone, and I don't think he's going to leave. I've actually got the heater on behind me, and I've got the fan on, and you can't see it, but I've got the fan on up here, the heater on behind me, and the fan is circulating the air, the heat all around. It's beautiful, it's nice and toasty. He is loving that bone. He's already chopped it in half. Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, it's quite a chilly breeze now. And it's blowing from this way, right through here. If I move back a bit, I can't feel it at all. So, whilst it is nice being able to sit out, it is also nice having the option and the cover of the vestibule. Bruce, it's coming down. All right, everybody, I'm going to finish my coffee and bring you back later. Well, it's been raining for ages. It's still chucking down, but I'm going to go out. I'm going to take Brucey for a walk. Should we go for a walk? Come on then. Let's go, Brucey. Just do this up. Turned everything off. Everything's holding up well. Yeah, load of space under here. It's not pooling. It's all flowing nicely. We go and show you down over here where we are by the river. Hey Brucey, what's down here? Where are you going? So yeah, down by the river. It's a beautiful, beautiful river. Man, it is just pelting down. Tarp's taking quite a beating, isn't it, Brucey? Isn't it? And it's starting to saturate on the campsite. Oh man, is the camera picking this up? I don't know. Yeah, and the wind hasn't been a problem, so the wind seems to be okay. Hey, come on, Brucey, let's go for a walk. He was getting bored in the tent. So it's a big site. I've got it all to myself now. Look at that palace with the tarp and the car. It's just an amazing setup. It really is. Love that setup. Oh, and here's the river. Is that access? Yeah. Bruce, what's down here? Hey, what's down here? Oh, I know he's going to go in. Hang on, Bruce, don't go all the way in because I don't want to have to dry you completely. Ah, Bruce, no, 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 come out. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you can cross here onto, there's a track over there. So pretty. Look at this. What do you think, Brucey? Is that pretty? Hey, oh, no, no, no. Oh, my God. Out of the water, Bruce. Go on, up, 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 up. Go on, up here, Bruce. Go on. Go on, good boy. There, stay there. Stay. Oh, look at that. Isn't that spectacular? The waterfall over there. Yeah, so I camped on that upper bit, up there. Yeah, just there. Sort of the elevated section of it. And the tent just leaked like crazy at the ground sheet. So just above the ground sheet, and it was just pouring in. Oh, it was terrible. And the ground wasn't even sodden. See, I'm on a high bit here. So that's where I am in relation to where I am now. I'm over there. Now I don't know if you can make this out. I just re-waterproofed my my gear. I don't know if you can see that. It's just all beading off. That's what it's meant to do. Yeah, you use nick wax for that. Wash in. And you just put it in the washing machine, put your stuff in the washing machine, and then put it in the dryer on a low heat, and Bob's your uncle. I'll just show you my setup again from the distance. Looking sharp. Come on then, Brucey. And those who are wondering about the repair I did on this tent, because there's a slight cut in it, there it is. The camera picks it up really well, but actually in the naked eye you can't really tell. So all I used was seam tape, seam seal tape, same stuff that would be on the seams up here. I used it here, and on the floor I flattened it, and I put one strip on at a time, and then put a cloth on top and ironed it. So there's one going lengthways, one strip where the actual cut is, and then I've got all these coming across. It's complete overkill, but it's absolutely solid. There's no water coming through it. It's very strong. So probably better than original. But yeah, that's my repair. It's come out really well. The camera really does pick that up, but you can only just see it in the flesh. I don't know why the camera picks it up so much. Oh my word. I would say without a doubt, this is the heaviest rain I've ever camped in. Ever. And the wind is blowing like crazy. So I got a bit wet there. What happened was one of the poles, it popped off the top, the tarp, so I just had to go and reattach it. But then I tuned it a little bit, and I've tied this tarp, the front seam, all the way around to the winch. It's too torrential right now to go and show you. But the wind is really gusting. And at one point it just lifted, the tarp lifted up. Just like when I had that epic collapse on the beach. But the whole tent is moving like crazy now. Wow, I don't know if you're picking up on that. The whole tent is shifting. This is insane. I might have to go and guide this out because I haven't got the corner guys on at the back there. Yeah, I'm gonna go and guide out just in case it gets a lot worse. I hope you're picking up this noise, it's deafening. Bruce is sitting under the bed in his spot. He seems to like it there. Okay. And then waterproof top on. I'm going to have to leave the camera where it is because it's going to get absolutely drenched otherwise. Okay, well, it's a lot quieter out here. Yeah, that gust of wind just suddenly came and moved the whole structure. Okay, it's one, and then there's one more on this other side. We get that in. Oh my God, it's so loud. Woo. Oh man, amazing. Okay. Oh, these stupid guys, these pegs, I mean. Oh, this day and age, who uses this type of peg? Right, I think we're good. There is a puddle building up under the tent, but that's okay. I've got the tarp under where I'm actually going to be sleeping, so that shouldn't be a problem. Wow. Oh, man. Insane rain. I don't know if you've seen Brucey running around in there or not. As I was doing that, he's okay. Oh, wow. That was absolutely crazy. And it still is crazy. I'm glad I brought my gum boots with me. These Wellington boots. Because my shoes would have been absolutely drenched by now. Yeah, I've got these things on that I usually wear when I'm doing river crossings. Holy moly. Oh man. Wow. Hi, Brucey. It's hard to explain. I'm out of breath. Hey, Brucey. Brucey's come to say hello. Let me just lower this down a bit so everybody can see you, Brucey, because I know that's what they want to do. Hang on, hang on. I know. I know. Hey, come around here. There you go. Wow. Oh, it's his D-I-N-N-E-R time. That was brutal. Having to fix all that at the last second. And the ground's got quite soft. But the tent, you know what? I haven't even checked the tent. It looks absolutely fine. Anywhere where it could be, say, leaking, which would be the seams if it did, seem okay. Yep. No leaking. It's a great tent. Not like that Napier Sports one. Honestly, if it was rain like this, in that Napier Sports tent, just pack up and go home, because I know you want kisses. Yeah, Okay, Brucey, come and lie down behind me. Come on. Yeah, just pack up and go home because there's just no way I could take it. Thank you. Just lie down, Bruce. I know. I'm going to get it for you in a minute. Oh, right. Time for Brucey's dinner. Want your dinner, Brucey? Hang on, hang on. Wow, wow, wow. Holy moly. That was violent wind. Oh my God, look at it going, ripping through here. There you go, Bruce. There you go. Wow. That was incredible. Insane wind. What I might have to do is get back out there and just hook the tops of the poles on, because it's definitely a weak point, is the fact they could pop off the top. Oh, I'm back out there again. That wind was insane though. That was the worst bit yet. You can watch Bruce eat while I go and do all this work. So much for no wind. Here, look, I'll leave you looking at Brucey. There you go. Oh. Well, I'm round the back and it's fine. It didn't budge at all. But it's just so much pressure on these. God, it's so strong, the wind. I'm glad I bought the massive sand spikes. Might just have to bang in a couple more. Oh. Yeah, I've got a bent one here, if you know what I mean. It's just rock everywhere. Flipping nightmare. Okay. Wow, that actually bent the sand spike. I'm not surprised. That was a massive gust of wind. And I hadn't pegged that one in properly. Oh my God, I'm getting back and forth, back and forth. Well, north face, I'm sure this tent has never been tested quite like this before. This is extreme, really extreme. And it's just holding up so well. So far, fingers crossed, crossing everything, because this is pretty bad. I'm glad I've got this whole big pad here that I'm sitting on as well. Brucey's had his dinner. Your water's here. Where's your water? I'm going to sit out a bit so I can look out at the rain. Oh, I got wet. Mind out, Brucey. Mind out, mind out. Sorry. I know. Yeah, I just want to look out on the rain. Oh. I hope the camera is picking this up. Bruce is just curled up behind me now, he's fine. The rain on the tarp doesn't bother him that much. I mean, he's so used to it. So used to it. Wow. this tent is being tested, seriously tested. Not just the sheer quantity of water that's coming down, but just the seams, the materials, you know, the water tightness. Is it coping? And so far it looks like it's just beading straight off the surface. In that corner down there, there is a puddle. You know, I wonder how much water is flowing under the tent. But as I said, we're on a high spot here. It should drain down to where the front of the car is and away down to the river. But it's just, holy moly, I just not witnessed such extreme wind. Extreme. Crazy. Now here I'm baking hot. I've got the heater on here, aimed inwards, and I've got the fan up on the ceiling blowing it this way. So you've got Brucey down here. He's lying behind me, cleaning himself. Got the gas, got the heater cranking, but as you see, it's inside. Got my bed. Bruce has been lying under the bed as usual. So the heater is here. Got my fridge running. See that cranking away. What is that, 3 degrees? Yep. And then up there I've got my fan. And that's circulating the heat around, and it is just boiling in here. It's pretty chilly when you sit outside. Yeah. So you can see my setup. It's pretty good. Now my concern is if there's any pooling. There's a little bit of pooling up there, but that should flow down. Shouldn't take much for that to, let me see where that is. Oh yeah. I don't know why that's pooling there. I better go and look at it. It's non-stop. Non-stop. And that's what it looks like here. But even if it, oh, there it goes. Even if it did pool, like Deadpool, wouldn't be a problem, I don't think. Yeah, it's amazing. It is ripping through here. And it's, yeah, that water's gone, so it's stopped pooling up there. Let's move this around a bit. Oh, sorry, Brucey. Ah, oh. There, now you can see him. I know that's what you want to see. Oh, my jeans are a little bit wet, but they'll dry in front of the heater, no problem. What? This is impressive. This is it's meant to rain, I think, through till midnight. Let me see. So we will see how this copes. I'm actually more concerned about the tarp than I am about the tent. Because those poles, those elephant poles, but they're tied down to very big spikes, so. Oh, and here comes a weka. Now, I can't, if I get up, so what I'll do is, I'll film him on my phone and then you'll see him. So, this is a New Zealand weka. He's having a go at Brucey's bone. Can you see him? So they are like kiwis. A lot of people come here and think they've seen a kiwi bird, but it's a weka. Bruce is just watching it, as you can see. He's got his eye on it. He's alert, he's attentive, but he's not going to do anything about it. They're very cheeky little thieves, aren't they, Brucey? Mm-hmm. So cheeky. So that was Wecker Cam. He's still there in front of me. He's eating that bone. There's a lot of water coming off this tarp. But if it's just the wind, that's all I'm concerned about is the wind. So please, just don't get too windy. I can handle the rain. It's all right. I know he's still there. The Wecker's still there and Bruce is still watching him. Well, it's almost time for me to start cooking, but I don't want to get into the middle of cooking and then all hell breaks loose. So I might just leave it a bit and come back to you a bit later. Yeah, I felt like another coffee. The wind is, well, you just saw from the, I hope you just saw out there, the wind is whipping around everywhere. I'm feeling only slight speckles now the wind is blowing directly at me. It's not that bad. The car is obviously doing a great job blocking the majority of the water, the rain, coming from that direction. But because I've got the front of the tarp down, just like I have here, it's stopping it coming in here as well. But it's just, it's persistent. And I've got Brucey down by my side here. He doesn't like the Wecker when it starts making its noise. You maybe heard that on the microphone. It sort of cries, like that. He doesn't like that. He watches Weckers, but as soon as they start making that sound, that screeching sound, he goes and hides. So he was hiding under the bed earlier because of that, and now he's hiding behind me because of that noise. He's a big softie. He really is. So we got here 9:30 in the morning, and it just started to rain. If you remember, just as I was starting to talk to you, and then I rushed. Well, it's now 6:30 in the evening. And obviously, I've cut a huge, I haven't recorded most of that. So you haven't seen much at all. You've just seen snippets that I've recorded. I've been sitting in there. I watched a couple of movies. I watched some Amazon Prime. I watched Clarkson's Farm again. I love Clarkson's Farm. I went for another walk with Bruce, but it was so wet. It was just horrible. I came back. So yeah, you just get snippets. So in the comments, please don't say, oh, give your dog more snacks, or please take your dog for a walk, or play with your dog, or whatever. You've seen maybe, what was that, an hour and a half? Not even. I don't know how long, what we're up to now, but out of 8 hours of me being here already. So some people don't get it. Some people don't understand. They think they're seeing the entire camp, which, clearly you're not. As I said, the front of the tarp is now attached to the winch. And I'll show you all of this in the morning, how how I've ended up doing it. But yeah, I've just got it hooked onto the front of the winch of the car. That actually made me think the winch would be a great ridgeline, a sloped ridgeline. So if the car is here and you hook it to a tree, you can have a really nice ridgeline. It would not budge. And its winch rope is obviously insanely strong. So that's something I hadn't really thought about, because there's a big tree right behind me. Yeah, and that would work well with a really large, strong tarp if you just wanted a proper shelter. And you didn't necessarily want to have a full tent or anything else. So you never know. That might be something that I decide to do one day. Not all campsites have big trees that you can put a winch around. But let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, especially if I order this big 6 by 4 meter strong tarp from AquaQuest. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to swap that gas out before I do dinner. So even though it's chucking down and I've had all these, emergencies, and I've had to run outside multiple times to fix things and sort things out, as is typical with camping with Tony and Bruce, I am happy. I'm having a great time. I'm loving it. Bruce is fine. It's warm in here. It's cold out there. It's warm in here with my setup, as I showed you earlier. I'm happy. I'm so glad I bought the tarp. I really am. As much as I love this tent, and it is a super, hands down, this tent has surprised me more than any tent I've owned. In terms of what it can handle, this is the worst it's been in, definitely. So this is my third trip with this tent. Here comes the rain. Even harder. I don't know if it's picking anything up behind. Yeah, so this is the third trip with this tent. First one, it did get a little bit of rain, some rain. It was a good test first day, just to get to know the tent. The second one, quite a bit of wind, and then it chucked down at night. But I didn't see the volume of the water at night, so I couldn't tell how much it was. So it just rained for quite a while, quite heavy. This, though, is both, which is a great test. My recommendation is change out all of the pegs that it comes with. And I'm going to change them all out. So they're about that long. So the pegs that it comes with are these things. Old school pegs like that. What you want is pegs like this, similar to that, but bigger, with this notch on the end and spiked. But I would say as big as possible. So whatever you can find in these, MSR do some big ones, I think. I would swap out all of the pegs. Now, let me just move up a bit so you can see Brucey. I don't want to move Brucey, so I will move. Yeah, fat chance having a fire in this. Don't think I'll be sitting out. There, is that better? Can you see him clearer? Oh, he's actually molting. Lots of hair coming off him. It's that time. We're moving into summer. And he's still got quite a bit of his winter down on him. It's a really thick, wintry, like a duck down almost. It's very, very thick, double coated. Which is why he can lie out in the snow. Why he likes to stay out in the rain. this really thick coat, and it's all coming off. Yeah, it's really, really molting. Gosh, so much. Wow, just from stroking that one time. Oh, yeah, Brucey, it's molting. But yeah, we're moving into summer here in the Southern Hemisphere, so that's why. But we will still be doing camps in severe conditions because the mountaintops, yeah, it can still go below freezing up there, still have horrendous conditions. It's 4 seasons all the time in New Zealand. I just have to drive a long way to get to it, that's all. This is something else. So while I'm having my coffee in the rain, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, Squarespace. If you go to squarespace.com/AB camping, you can get a discount code and a free trial. So as you may or may not know, I've been working on my website slowly. I have not had much time to do it, but the Squarespace system is unbelievable. It's so easy to do. In fact, it's too good because I don't have enough content to put on my site to justify such an amazing system as Squarespace. But it's all drag and drop. You've got all of the options there. I think probably the best thing about Squarespace is its 24/7 support. And you can have chat support, you can call them up, and they will help you build your website, anything you need. So if you're an absolute novice, then they've got people there to do it. They've got so many templates. So no matter what your website's about, like for me, vlogging about camping, or if you're selling stuff, you can integrate your merchandise, which I'm doing right now on my website. Integrate your videos, which again I've done. You know, all these things. Squarespace just makes it so much easier than pretty much anything else I've looked at. So yeah, I'd like to thank them, Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com/AB camping, get your free trial, and yeah, I'd like to thank them again for sponsoring this video. Cheers to Squarespace. And of course, Brucey is going to have his own dedicated page on that website, on my Squarespace website. And I've already got ideas of what to put on there, and it will all be about Bruce. Everything will be about Bruce. So I know there's a lot of you who are interested in him and his history and puppy photos and things like that and other footage. That's all going to go on there. While I'm here, and we've got these lovely conditions, I also want to give a special thank you and shout out to everyone who supported myself and Bruce by joining our YouTube channel, becoming a member, to people who have bought Brucey a treat or me a treat, a coffee at buymeacoffee.com, or who've bought merchandise from the store, the merchandise store that we have, with pictures of Bruce on the front. You're not going to have a picture of me or my logo, or it's grim, which it is right now. It's grim. So thank you again to everyone who's bought something. Your names are hopefully popping up along here. I really appreciate it. Really, really do. It means a lot to us. And when I hear of or see pictures being sent to me of someone wearing a Bruce t-shirt, or, you know, a hoodie, or something that says it's grim, it means a lot. So please, if you do buy something, if you buy some merchandise, please send it to me on Instagram, and I will re-forward that so everyone can see it on Instagram, because they've got some great stuff. Yeah, great photos. So thanks again, everybody, for contributing. Much appreciated. Just come out while the rain isn't that heavy. I've got an umbrella. I was just sick of putting that stupid jacket on all the time. Oh, look at where I am. Now I'm assuming this is going to get quite heavy. The river, it's going to get quite full soon. Maybe by tomorrow morning this will be rushing because there's a big catchment area. And I'm standing under the swing bridge. See that? That's the way across the river. When the river's really bad and you can't walk across. I mean, this bit's very deep. You wouldn't walk across here anyway. But yeah, swing bridge, pretty cool. Brucey can't go over the swing bridge because his feet are too small and they'd fall through the gaps, and I'm not risking it. Hey, Brucey? Where are you? Hey? So yeah, this is a swing bridge to get across, and then through there is camp. Check it out. My wonderful camp. Come on, Brucey. Welcome back, everybody. Well, I think it's time for dinner. And for dinner tonight, we are doing chili mac and cheese. Oh, so I've got my bag of food here, ready to go. Chili mac and cheese. What a classic. Okay, let me get everything ready. I'll come back to you. Turn the heat on. Get the pan hot. I'll tell you what though, while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna have a glass of wine. Got Elephant in the Room, stupendous Shiraz from Australia. If you can see that. Nice Australian Shiraz. Will go down a treat. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming along. Yeah. So I'm actually cooking in the back of the truck. Flip down. And you can see little Brucey down here as well. Okay. So olive oil. Get that in. Okay. Don't want it too hot just yet. Add my chopped onion and garlic that I just did. And I'm just going to chop up my capsicum while that's sizzling away. You only need it in there a minute. I'm sure you don't need to see me chopping everything up. You can go and see Gordon Ramsay if you want to see that. This doesn't take long, chili mac and cheese. And I don't chop anything really finely. I might turn this heat right down actually. It's a bit too hot. Don't want to burn it. Right, let's put the capsicum in. Oh, you're getting the steam. Okay, and you just want to gently cook that. Let's turn this heat right down to low because I don't want to burn the garlic or the onion or anything like that. So what you're doing is you're just getting it so that the onion becomes translucent. So that's going to take a few minutes, so I'll come back to you after that. Okay, it's ready for the beef. Premium minced beef. Get it in there. Now I'm going to turn the heat up for this. and you're browning the beef. The sound of the sizzling, you can't hear the rain probably. Oh God, I'm so hungry. What time is it now? It's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, we're coming into summer, so, oops, it stays brighter later. Okay, I'm just gonna let that brown. We're ready. So we're gonna add a bunch of chopped coriander, or cilantro, I think you call it in the States. Get that in there. Kidney beans, can of kidney beans, drained. Okay, a couple of cans of chopped or crushed tomatoes, whichever you want. 2 cans. Okay, about 700 ml of beef stock, which I've just made up. You can use chicken stock as well if you want. It's just as good. About 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. About 1¼ teaspoon of salt. But don't forget your beef stock might be quite salty. You want about 200 grams of pasta. Oops, macaroni style. A bit more. Yep, there you go. And then you want your special concoction chili powder. So what I've got here is a mild one that I've made up. Get it in there. And then, because I'm a sucker for punishment, an ultra hot one. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh man. Give it a good stir. Get it all mixed up. Okay, so bring it to a simmer, not a boil, but a simmer. And then turn the heat down to medium. I've got it on full at the moment. Cover and cook it for about 12 minutes. I'll do a close-up so you can see what it looks like. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? I like it chunky, so I don't chop anything really fine. So I'm just bringing it to a simmer. And then I'll cover it, let it cook for about 12 minutes. Just so that the macaroni is al dente. Can you believe the colors? What do you think? Nice colors? Yeah, so I'm gonna let it do its thing, clear up a bit, and then come back to you when it's ready for the cheese. Cheers, everybody. I'll tell you what, lovely wine, listening to the rain. I'm boiling hot now. I might have to take my jumper off. Perfect, couldn't be any better. And to have you all with me as well, amazing. Well, I'm still cooking, but I've got some outstanding news. It's sort of spitting at the moment, but look. There's blue sky. I think the storm is over. It's said until midnight, but, oh, hang on. Oh, well, I don't know. That's some pretty serious cloud right there that's coming in our direction. But it looks like there's a break in it. It is spitting. Hey, Brucey. All right, back to cooking. Okay, it's been about 12 minutes. Let's have a look, see what this looks like. That looks fantastic. Oh yeah, look at all that. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Right, let's turn it off the heat. We're going to add the cheese. Right, let's add some cheese. So I've turned it off the heat. Okay, let's stir that in. The only problem with this plastic spatula is it bends a bit in the heat. Should have bought a metal one. So fold the cheese in, because you want it to be kind of like saucy. If you're thinking there's a lot here, yeah, there's loads here. I'm going to take this back in my fridge, what's left over, and there will be a lot left over, because this is enough for days. But it'll be so good. Mix the cheese in. It's all good. Now I might just have a quick taste, just to see if I need to season it at all. Oh man, that's hot. That's spicy. Oh. Okay, a bit of salt, definitely. Okay. Fold that in. Right, so the cheese is all folded in. Now what I'm going to do is, with the rest of the cheese, and I'm using cheddar here, because I like cheddar. Sprinkle that on top. The heat's off now. Just move some things out of the way here. Put a lid on. Leave it for a couple of minutes, and that should soak up even more. The cheese will make it even more saucy. So, a couple of minutes. All right, let's see how it is now. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah. Chili, mac and cheese. Oh, get in there. Look at that. Delicious. I'm so hungry. That's a massive portion. Oh boy. Okay, let's devour this. Oh, got my wine, chili mac and cheese. I'm here in the beautiful, beautiful wilderness. Oh, this looks very hot. Hang on, that's gonna have to cool down a minute. That's piping hot. Too hot for me to eat. Let that cool down. Got my heater, so warm. My vino. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah. And this is a really good wine. Elephant in the Room, 2020. So 2020 Stupendous Shiraz. I'm so happy. And I've got some blue sky coming as well. This is amazing. I think this could be an absolutely perfect night. The rain was meant to be until midnight, but I guess it is drizzling. Oh, hang on, no, there's some big clouds over here. Okay, it is still raining. But I think the torrential rain, fingers crossed, has stopped. Hopefully the wind has completely stopped, because that was pretty violent earlier. Okay, enough faffing, I've got to eat this. I'm so excited. Chili mac and cheese. Bon appetit, everybody. Oh. Pause the video. Either go and make this or go and get yourself some food, because it's not fair that I'm eating and you're not. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, it's still raining. You know what? I think after this, if the rain stops, I might be able to have a fire for my cigar. That would be epic. I can't believe how good this is. It's so good. It's fire hot though. It's fire hot. It's also chili hot. Very good, chili hot. Now what I'm going to do is, because I'm eating, I'm going to give Bruce a little bit more dog food, just a bit that was left over, so he doesn't feel left out. Because I get comments, oh, feed your dog at the same time. He never has dinner at the same time. But you know what? To stop the trolls, I'm going to give him some food. There you go, Brucey. To the trolls. Cheers. You know what? The trolls have made me want to get more wine. I think I need a moderator. I think I need a moderator to get rid of all the trolls, or at least to answer their comments. The same comments all the time. This is so good. It really is epic. Chili mac and cheese. I mean, that was not difficult. If you prepare in advance, have everything ready. I mean, I chopped all the, the onion and garlic and blah, blah, blah. But if you have everything ready to cook there and then, This has got to be the perfect camp meal. Or just cook it at home and take it with you and heat it up. I definitely want a fire. If it's possible, if it's not raining, I want to have a fire with my cigar after this. We will see. I think a fire would be the perfect way to cap the perfect dinner or the perfect day. In the perfect temp. Amazing. I didn't think I could eat all of that, but I was so hungry, and it's so good and so tasty. So, some bread, some crusty bread would have gone very well with that. But, as we all know, crusty bread is just a filler. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to actually have seconds. Yeah, I feel like seconds. And I'll come back to you with cigar time. Again, thanks everyone for coming. I'm so happy. I wish you were all here. I wish I'd made this for everyone. And we were all here and having a great evening right now. Honestly, as much as I like camping by myself with Bruce, that's right, I'm talking about you, it would be fun to have you. Obviously we can't fit all of you because this will probably get a couple of 100, 300, 400, 500,000 views. But it would be fun to have a lot of you here experiencing this. I just can't overstate how much it means to me. I'll come back to you for cigar time. Okay, gonna let that get hot. Let it catch, which it is. Okay. Not going to hold back on this one. Going to go full on. Which means it will probably smoke straight away. I could split all this wood. But I just want a big roaring fire as quickly as possible. And I don't want to have to keep putting wood on. So I'm just going to go for it. Let's see if this works. Okay, cigar time. Now, I've learnt from the past that if you're a bit too close to the fire, the smoke comes towards you. I don't know if you can see Bruce in the background there. What I'll do is I'll put Bruce's light on him. Then you'll see him running around. Go on then. Oh. Ooh. It's chilly. It's chilly. I need this fire to give off some heat really quickly. Monte Cristo, number 4. Oh. I tell you what, I am so full. Oh, man, that was a big meal. Hey, Brucey, can you see Bruce in the background with his light? He's hilarious. He's having a great time. That meal, oh man. I had 2 portions and I am stuffed. I don't know if I've ever been so stuffed. Hey, Brucey. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, you're having so much fun. I hope you can see him. So I've got to say, everybody, best camp ever. I've had some good camps, so I've been really happy. And I've mainly had dire camps. This one, not only is it a good camp, I'd say it's the best camp I've ever had. Apart from the huge gust of wind that took out this pole, I mean, that was it. That was the only negative. The rest has been superb. I mean, heavy, not heavy rain, torrential rain. It was insane. Insane. And the tent has just performed beautifully. Every time I take this tent out. North Face, you've done a great job. The Wawona 6, this is the best tent ever. If you've got a family and you need a tent to go camping, get this tent, honestly. Even if it's just 2 of you, get this tent. It's a Wawona 6. It's meant for 6 people, but I'd say it's perfect for 2 people. Absolutely perfect for a couple. Bruce is going ballistic. Bruce, come here. Let me turn your light up a bit so everyone can see you. Come here. 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 Come here. Let me just turn this up a bit. Hold on. I know. You're having so much fun. All right, go on then. It's the Energizer Bunny. This is, for him, perfect as well. The river, wow. It's so loud now. It's really risen. So where I was standing earlier to show you the river, you can't stand there now, that's completely underwater. So all that rain went in the catchment and this has risen. It'll drop by the morning, I'm sure, which is good because I've got to cross the river in the car. Now what I need to make this just the most perfect time is for this fire to just get roaring. I know, if I'd split the logs, it would have gone even quicker. I split 1 log. That was enough. Because I want the other logs to last a while. I want to sit out here for a couple of hours, and that will definitely do it with those big logs. So this wood is gum. Eucalyptus. It's very hard wood, so it burns very slowly, not like pine. Pine, the whole thing would have ignited already. Hey, Brucey. He loves that light. Cheers, everybody. Thanks so much for coming along. Having you with me makes it even better because I get to share it. Get to share the experience. I wish I had my wife with me, and I wish I had my son, Brandon. I think as a family trip, this would have been perfect. We could have played a board game, a couple of board games in there, had a fantastic dinner, and then come out here and sat around the campfire. And I know what you're going to say, why don't you make s'mores? You can't get the right ingredients here. You can't get the right crackers. Graham's crackers, is it? Can't get them. I've tried. Roasted marshmallows? I'd rather have the s'more. fire's getting cranking now. I don't know if the microphone is picking up the river, but it is so loud. When we got here, it was just a trickle. It was so calm. It was a stream, very quiet. Now it is absolutely gushing and it's very loud. Bruce is just, hey Brucey, hey! Oh gosh, you're having so much fun. It's all about Bruce having fun. Get lots of questions about, do I worry about him getting ticks? There are no ticks here at all. No ticks on the South Island. Might be the occasional one on a farm, but in the national parks and places like that, in the South Island of New Zealand, no ticks. No ticks, no snakes, no bears, no predators. I don't need to carry a rifle or anything like that, or a gun, nothing like that. Safe, it's brilliant. Best place to be. Now I'm starting to feel the heat from the fire. That's nice. I've turned the light down a bit just so you can get a bit more of the ambience. You can see stars. What a stunning evening. You having fun? Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. What's over there? Go on, go get it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go, go, go. Oh, now Brucey, people haven't heard you bark before. A lot of people never hear you bark. So shall we get you barking? 1, 2, 3. Go, 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 go. So for all those that have never heard Bruce bark, there you go. He's got a great bark. He just doesn't do it much. I can also trigger him with a goat sound. Ready? Go on, Brucey. You're a good boy. I'm so grateful that it stopped raining. The stars are out. I can sit out at the fire and have my cigar. I can't believe that we're so far, touch wood, we've had the absolute perfect camp. Of course, we've got to get through the night and tomorrow morning yet. All right, everyone, I'm going to finish my cigar and my wine. I'll come back to you at bedtime. I don't know if you can see Bruce in the distance. I can't tell on that tiny screen if you can see him, but he's hunkered down like Steve in the grass. He's trying to be stealthy like Steve, but it's difficult when he's got a big shining light on him. Oh, well, it's bedtime, everybody. What a night, what a day. It's been fantastic. Got little Brucey here by my side. Hey, he's on his blanket. But he moves around quite a bit in the night. Come on, bedtime, Bruce, lie down. Good boy. Come on your bed. he's gonna wander around. He'll end up sort of under the bed. This is what he does. Yeah, really nice night. There he goes. See? For anyone that says I don't know my dog, your dog's so unhappy you don't know him. I know Bruce better than anybody, except Anne. Anne knows him as well, perfectly well. This is what he does. And this is his routine. He loves it. I'm going to turn this heater off soon. It's piping hot next to it. I just wanted to dry the inside of the tent out a bit. I'm so stuffed, but I'm ready for bed. I don't know what time it is. I think it's almost midnight. I sat there, out there by the fire until it went out. Had some more wine and just chilled looking at the stars. It was beautiful. You can probably hear the river now because I've got the different microphone on. It's loud. Yeah, the river is really loud. All right, everyone. I'll catch you in the morning. Good night. Night, Brucey. Morning, everyone. Morning, Brucey. Morning, Brucey. Oh, stretch. Morning. 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 How are you? Oh, it's ducks. Paradise ducks flying over the head. You don't like the sounds, do you? Morning. Oh, yes. Morning. Morning. Oh, morning. So, had a good night. Every sleep. It didn't rain anymore. But the river is so loud. I don't know if you can hear it. It is really loud. Oh, Brucey. I was warm, very warm, but it's cold out here. Yeah, it's chilly, but it's early. It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in the morning. I know Brucey wants to go out and pee-pee. Hang on. I'm going to go in 1 second. There's a lot of faff to get up and get out. All the zips are open. Right. I think coffee is needed. Coffee is needed. Come back for that. Won't we, Brucey? Should we have a cup of coffee? Thank you. Okay, coffee time. Oh! Yes. Morning, Brucey. Oh, morning. I know. It's a new day and you're desperate to see what's going on outside. Actually, you know what? The advantage of this tent is I could just let him out that window there. Let's give that a go. Come on then, jump. Good boy. Yeah, this works well. I don't want to keep that open because the water's going to come in. Before coffee, just taking Brucey for a little walk. We're coming down the 4x4 path just to see how high the ford is. Brucey, where are you going? We're going to go and check out the ford, see how high it is for us to cross. Oh, so it's about 5 minutes down the road. You can hear it, the ford. It's getting louder. Oh, yeah. When I came through yesterday, that was pretty calm. Nice. So all this was washed away in the big storm, and they had to fix it. It was up to, well, the height of the water. You can see where it got to. There's debris up here. So that's above my head. That's how bad this was, and it got completely decimated. So I will be crossing later in the truck. Bruce, don't go in. I will be crossing here, which is, it's fine. It's actually, I think it's gone down since last night anyway. So that's about a foot deep, and it might drop even more by the time I come out. So yeah, it's fine. It's just underneath, it's quite loose, so it's 4-wheel drive access only. Yeah, what a beautiful spot though. Look at that sky. Isn't that stunning? What a spot. Should we go back to the tent, Bruce? And Bruce has got a stick. Good boy. Hey. Oh, that was a nice walk, wasn't it? You ready for your breakfast? Oh, yes, Dad, I am. Need my breakfast. Tent did really, really well. Really well. The only thing that needed adjusting was the tarp. But that's understandable because I'm using poles. Still did well though. Look at that. What an awesome setup. So I just think another 2 meters on that tarp over this way would be perfect. Wouldn't it, Brucey? Yeah. Hello. The river is loud. It's very loud. Oh, he has to stand in it. He can't help himself. He loves the rivers, he loves the water. Oh, great. Well done, Brucey. You happy? Hey? He thinks, why aren't we crossing it, Dad? Well, because that's about 2 foot deep there. No, don't cross. No. I said the cross word, so he thinks we've got to go across. Lovely. Very fast flowing. And the ford is down there. Way down there. Yeah, I wouldn't want to cross here. That's got to be at least 2 foot deep there, maybe 3 foot deep. It's just deceiving. I could barely hear this yesterday. Oh, he keeps hearing me say the word cross, so he wants to cross. We're not crossing. No. Come on, up. Let's go back. Let's have your breakfast. He's so clever. He hears the word cross and that's it. It's like, right, let's cross. Bruce is being such a good boy. Thought I'd sit out here and have my coffee, watch the sun come up. Sit, Bruce. Good boy. Wait. Oh, good boy. Go on then. He's such a funny character. Okay, coffee. Let's get it on the go. So yeah, if you ever come car camping, bring your boots, because the grass and everything in the morning, it's always soaking wet, especially after a rainstorm. That's if you camp in the rain, if you're mad enough like I am. The back of the truck, scene of the crime, empty bottle of wine. The chili mac cheese, that's in the fridge. Great success. It was a great night. It really was. The fact that I've got this to myself just makes it stunning. It's such a huge area to have all to myself. It's beautiful. No one around makes it perfect. Sandflies though. Someone made a comment. Don't use the Thermacell, they don't work anyway. I can assure you they work. I had that thing in there, there are 100 sandflies in there. Turn the Thermacell on, 10 minutes later, not a single sandfly. They work. Definitely work. I might even have to bring it out here. In fact, I will. I just love how everyone's got an opinion. That's fine. But everyone seems to have an expert opinion. I said to that person, that commenter, I said, show me your credentials. Where's your research? Of course I didn't hear anything back. Why do so many people comment and I have the courtesy to respond and then they don't come back and check the comment or respond to that? Just trolling, I guess. I think people who leave comments, particularly questions, and then don't bother to come back and ask or see what my answer is and don't acknowledge it or anything, I have no time for them. Yeah, maybe I should stop answering comments and just the ones I know or members, because I could spend a couple of hours answering comments, and then if no one's acknowledging them or cares, then what's the point in doing that? I don't see the point. So yeah, maybe I'll just respond to comments of just some of the ones I know, regulars and members, because otherwise I'm going to be spending all my time on YouTube Studio answering these comments. Oh, what a spot. The sky is mesmerizing. I've got to show you this. Isn't that amazing? Oh, my kettle is boiling. Make sure you bring a kettle. Oh no, the bag burst. That's no good. Okay, so to deal with the burst bag, I'm gonna have to drop some cold water in there. Yeah. Burst up a little pocket. So what you do is, you then, to get those grounds to sink from your burst bag, you just sprinkle some really cold water on the top. And the cold water, you just leave it a couple of minutes, well, a minute. And the cold water makes it sink to the bottom. Hey, did you have a nice breakfast? Yeah? I'll give you a little bit more when I'm having my pancakes. People ask me about ticks. Hello. Bruce, and I think I said this last night. Oh, Bruce, you're soaking. Come and lie down. Come and lie down. It's a good boy. I don't want you next to the Thermacell. Yeah, there's no ticks here. It's particularly South Island, New Zealand. Ah, coffee. Our friend the Wecker is back. He's teasing Bruce. Hey? Do you like Weckers? Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Let's zoom out so you can see what Bruce is doing as he's looking at him. He's a cheeky one, isn't he, Brucey? He's a cheeky wecker. Good boy, Brucey. See how good Bruce is? He just looks at him. Yes, you're a good boy. Guess who's lying at my feet? Because just over there in the tall grass, you can just see a wecker running around, and it's making its screeching noise occasionally. And Bruce hates that noise. It really freaks him out. And he's crawled between my legs. He's watching in the distance. He does not like the noise they make. He's such a softie. He really is. Let's all talk. Okay, it's time for pancakes. I've been chilling and the sun is out now, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Stunning. Right, pancakes. But first, I'm going to put bacon on. I've got some Manuka smoked bacon here. New Zealand Manuka smoked bacon. Oh, someone's heard the word bacon and has someone has come to help. Oh, he's going down the river. Yep, he's gone into the river. It's cooling down a bit. Comes, lies in the sun, afraid of the wecker and the noise it's making, and then goes and disappears back into the river again to cool down. Such a character. Now, I should have bought tongs. I don't know why I didn't bring tongs, because I always forget something. That is a satisfying sound. So how much bacon? 5 rashers? Yeah, 5 rashers. Oh, smells so good straight away. Actually, you know what I'll do? Is I'll put an extra couple of rashers on for Bruce. For being a good boy. Oh, I had to pick it up. I'm going to have to wash my hands now. Okay. That smells amazing. Right, bacon back in the fridge. Oh, and the astute of you will have seen that I've got a silicone handle. Thank you to one of my subscribers for reminding me. I've got that on Amazon. Got a whole pack of them. So now I can see where the handle is. If you've seen my channel before, you'll know I knocked this pan over a couple of times because I don't see the handle because it's black. Saucepan handles should be brightly coloured. Frying pan handles, everything. So you can see them, not black. So a note to the manufacturers. GSI, I think this pan is. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh boy. So I want to turn the pan down a bit. Put it onto low. You cook anything on this thing with this pan, it cooks so quickly. Gets up to heat. These little Gascraft cookers, butane cookers, just pump out so much heat. They're so fast. And they're quiet. You can't hear them at all. Not like the jet burners that you usually get for backpacking. These things make no sound. Okay, what I might do actually is turn it off, because that's going to stay hot for quite a while. Put that into my plate. You can't see him, but he's loitering. Okay, some nice oil there to do my pancake. Right, so got my pancake mix in here this time because I had some left over. Not ideal. Bruce is chasing shadows. Oh, spilt some. Oh no. Oh dear. It wouldn't be my channel if I didn't spill stuff all over the place. Bruce, are you chasing shadows? Okay. Some water. I'm making a right mess. Tell you what, I've put too much water in. What an idiot. Okay, well, that's okay because that's not an issue. It's just all gonna go bubbling out anyway. Yeah, too much water. Massive pancake, but that's mainly water. Always make huge pancakes. Now I'm at a slight angle. Let me just push this. There you go. Perfect. Okay, now we don't want to burn it. So I'm going to put it on low. We're going to add our blueberries. How many should we put in? Oh, look at that. Wow, that was a monster one. Yeah, chuck them all in. Oh, this is going to be good. I've got my bacon down here. I want to put some in Bruce's bowl with a little bit more dog food because he's been running around like crazy. He has no idea I'm doing this. He's so preoccupied down by the stream. I can see him, but he's triggered by the shadows. Can't help himself. Right, a couple of pieces on top there. I'm going to add some water to his. Just to get the juices going. Ready for this? Bruce? He might come from behind me. There you are, come around here. What's in here? Sit. Sit down, sit. Oh, I can smell burning. I've been focusing on that. Oh, this pan is so hot. Go on then, Brucey, tuck in. Go for it. I can smell a little bit of burning. I had this last time as well. I don't mind it being a bit crispy, I just don't want it burnt. Got it on so low though. Trouble is, there's so much water in here that it's going to take ages for that to all seep out. Oh well, persevere. He's having a great time, he really is. He just loves it here. Down by the river there, oh, he's in heaven. And now the sun's out and it's making all these shadows over there, he's just loving it. You see, it's all still wibbly. I could just fold it. But I've got to do the flip. I can't let you all down. I've got to do the flip. Let me just have a look underneath. Oh, it's all right. It's not bad. It's not as burnt as I thought it was going to be. I was so busy watching out for Brucey. Oh, this is just such an amazing camp. It really is. It's beautiful here. Oh, did you finish all that? Was that nice, Bruce? Bruce, that's pancake powder. I know I spilt some on the floor. It's just such a beautiful spot. You've got to check the weather forecast. If you do want to camp in the rain, that's great. But try and time it so that the morning it's going to be clear, beautiful, like this. Because everything is drying off perfectly now. Obviously, a breeze would dry it better, but I don't like the wind anyway. So, this sunshine is just so strong. And everything will be dry in no time. There is a slight breeze, actually. It's a bit of a breeze, which is helping. I don't think it will take long. That's bone dry already. It's drying all, yeah, so it's getting there. Oh, I mean, that's just great. You couldn't ask for a better morning and a better way to finish up camp than like this. So Bruce is lying directly under the camera, leaning on the guy line. I don't know why. It just is. He's right here. I can't even turn the camera down to see him because he's directly in the tripod. He's so funny, he really is. He's such a character. I'm gonna have to move it because he's such a nightmare. There. What do you think of that, Brucey? Hey? Oh dear. Let me move it a bit. See, he's mad. He's absolutely mad. Okay. And you'll see I've got my normal shoes on. Oh, so he goes again. Oh, he's checking out his bowl. All right, here we go. Look, it's still a bit wet on the top, but I'd say it's flippable. Yeah, this might be a bit messy. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Oh, I've got so good at that now. That's not that burnt. Oh, that's fine. Crispy. That's how we like it. Crispy pancakes. Great success. Ah. Oh, just heaven. Absolute heaven. Oh, I can see blueberry coming out the top. Look at that blueberry there, soaking through the pancake. Take that off the heat. Now what I need to do is fold it in half, I think, because... No, maybe not. Let's just dunk it on top. There you go. What a mess. It's because I was trying to avoid the pancake. We're back to messy pancakes again. All right, anyone who's seen my channel knows the history of my pancakes. Oh, sometimes it's perfect. Other times it's not. But here's what we've got. Like it or not, pancake with bacon. Blueberry pancake, no less. Got the sun. Got Brucey, who is going ballistic behind me. I'm on a wibbly spot. Ah. Bruce! I can hear him crying. So he's getting worked up because of the shadows. Bruce, come here! Come on. Come and lie down. Lie down. Here. Bruce, come around here. No, no. Wait, Bruce, calm down. Lie down. Lie down. Good boy. Stay. He's so worked up. So the shadows, it's a game for him. And he pounces and he pounces and he pounces and he gets worked up. He's completely out of breath now. And then you hear him crying because it's a game. And it's just not good for him. Not good for him at all. Just stay there. I'll show you. So he just needs to settle. Settle down, calm down, and he'll be okay. And he's eaten. He should be fine. Wow, that is delicious bacon. Mmm. Oh wow, that was a fluffy pancake. That's delicious. Wow, the blueberries are so nice. Good boy, just settle. The blueberries are so hot. Oh. Right, I'm going to take my time eating this because this is piping hot. I'll come back to you afterwards. Time to pack everything up. I've emptied the tent, taken everything out. So reverse order, I'm going to take the tarp down first. Hello, Brucey. Bruce is going to help. So, Bruce, first things first, let's loosen all these cords. Wow. I had these on really tight. There you go. This tarp did a great job, I have to say. And the poles were great as well. Poles did a good job. So what I'm going to do is fast forward all of this, just to spare you. This is going to be fun, cleaning all this up at home. Whew, okay, paracord and sand spikes. Now, the sand spikes, I might have to get my axe out and lever them. It's the easiest way. Great success. These things, incredible. If you're doing any sort of awning work, so if you're setting up a tarp, so look at that. That's what the wind did last night. I didn't have it buried in the ground enough and it buckled. That was that huge gust of wind. Ooh, Brucey. Right, get a little power cord. Again, this is why you want red or orange or something that stands out. Don't go for green. You'll never find it. You'll lose so much of it. And you'll walk into it and it all becomes a bit of a nightmare. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Perfect. So just scour the site. Make sure I haven't left anything else. Really good check. No, it looks good. All right. Lie down. Well, great camp. I really enjoyed this one. It was fantastic. In fact, I think this is probably the best one I've done. Really, really nice. Beautiful location. We had all sorts of weather. Bruce had a great time. He's been digging holes everywhere. It's a nightmare. Oh, just beautiful. And what a way to end it on a day like this. Perfect. So off home now. Again, thanks for coming along on this one. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. When you subscribe, you get all the other stuff that I send out, photos, letting you know where I am, what I'm doing, and stuff that obviously doesn't go on YouTube, on the videos. All right, everybody, thanks for coming. You can say goodbye, Bruce. Hey, should we go home? Come on then. Go on, in the back. The Ford. That was bumpy, Brucey. That was bumpy. Oh, that was bumpy, but fun. All right, thanks for coming, everyone. Bye. Bye, Bruce.